What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of y'all who are new, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. So glad to see you in the place. It is a beautiful and lovely Friday morning, and I have some updates. I have some good news. I have some interesting stuff that's going on in my life. So if you want to find out what's going on with this second pay period in the month of September, please make sure to stay tuned.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it. We're going to get the basics out the way, and then we can talk details, okay? So, as many of you know, the basics are up front and foremost, the most important, so that you understand the reason why I budget the way that I budget. But for those of y'all who are new, let me introduce you to my scale. My name is Kimberly. I am a social media influencer on multiple platforms. I do have a full-time job. I am on Instagram. I am on BIGO. I am on Snapchat, and I'm on YouTube. So my source of income is based off of a combination of those things. What money I get from Instagram, who's currently paying me. BIGO is currently paying me. I haven't quite made it to YouTube yet or Snapchat, but I am well on my way, and I want to document my journey as I'm going. So what comes out of my main source of income, which I work a full-time job, I'm working from home for almost 3 years. So what comes out up front on every single one of my bi-weekly paychecks is 401k, health insurance, dental insurance, optical insurance, life insurance, and I have 2 savings accounts. I do have one child, which is my daughter Layla, who is going to be spending some money coming up in the next 2 weeks, which I couldn't have the opportunity to budget on a separate sheet, but I'll explain to you guys as I go. So we're going to hop straight into it with saying I got a payout from Instagram. So I got 2 different payouts, but they total to $140 from Instagram. I haven't been doing as much on Instagram lately as far as reels and content. I'm just trying to maintain my 130,000 followers. But the reason for that is because my projections, as I've stated on a previous video, have changed. Whereas I have to get, say, 100,000 views out of 1 million total. If I reach that, I would get paid that much money for that bracket. They've now increased it to 11 million views. So what I would get 100,000 out of 1 million is now into 11 million, which is an astronomical bracket. So I am not getting paid what I used to get paid on Instagram, which is definitely unfortunate, but I do the minimum every month so that I can continue to stay in the Reels program. So my biggest payout coming up in the future, which you will see on the next pay period, will be from BIGO actually. And I've only been on the BIGO app for less than a month. Literally 2.5 weeks I've been on that app, and I am making more money than I would have made on an Instagram reel. BIGO does require a lot more for you to be on that app. You have to consistently be on that app to make the money that you make, but it's definitely worth it in the end. And you get to say how much you make. It's not determined by a number from a person that you don't know or a scale that you don't know. If you put in the work and the effort on the BIGO app, you get a payout, period. So based off of the $140 that I got from Instagram, as well as my full-time job, which I will not be disclosing what company I work for or how much I make. I'm just letting you know what bills I have to pay as an influencer. This is my 2nd month doing my budget for what expenses I have. So October, it's a lot going on. The State Fair of Texas is coming to town, so you're going to see your girl doing that. Also, there's a lot of like Oktoberfest and things like that that I'm probably going to attend and be a part of. So this month is the last month of the bleh. But starting out, these are my bills that I've had to pay. Same old, same old. I paid my mortgage. I paid my electric bill. Let me give you guys an update on that. So I told you I get a credit from my electric company for working from home and being a Texas citizen. So my electric bill that I actually ended up having to pay, instead of like over $330, which is what it was, they did reduce it down to $202. I paid it out in 2 separate increments. I did pay $100 from my previous pay period, and then I paid $110.12 from this pay period. And then the next one in October, I'll be back to just regularly paying my electric bill. Now, I also had to pay GEICO. I have 2 vehicles. I have a Honda Accord, and I also have a Jaguar E-Pace. So I did have to pay my car insurance for both of those vehicles. I did have to pay AT&T internet. I'm paying in advance, so I actually got a slight reduction because I did upgrade my system. So instead of the $70 a month, it's only $61.09. But I do like having a nice, pretty credit, so I paid $65 on that. I did pay my cell phone, which is $61.77. My cell phone bill, because I use my cell phone so much for content, this is what I film off of. You are literally watching this video off of my cell phone. So because I use so much content, my bill is $160 a month. I have to have the storage space, and the amount of data that I use reflects the monthly payment. So I pay $100 one pay period, $61 the following pay period, and alternate it like that. Otherwise, it gets really weird because AT&T does not bill me like on the 16th of every month. They go in accordance to when I pay. So I have a grandfather set up. I just add data on top of like my grandfather plan, and I don't want to alter it because I get really good benefits for calling out of the country. Next up is my Capital One settlement. I did pay my $65 this morning. I did pay on my Capital One Platinum card. I'm trying to, again, go ahead and pay that off from the trip that I took in July from when I went to Houston for Swim Thick. So I'm trying to go ahead and get that taken care of ASAP. Paying a little extra $5 a month ain't gonna hurt nobody. And then I paid my gas bill. I also paid my Jaguar payments. I did end up spending more money on groceries than usual. And let me explain why. I have so many groceries in my freezer. I do try to use them as much as I can. I have frozen chicken. I have frozen beef. I have frozen turkey. And I wanted to try to use that as much as possible, but I have used my stockpile. So I had to get some extra groceries this time around, as well as I had to update on some feminine hygiene products because I use the Honey Pot Co. feminine wash. I had to get pads, things like that for my daughter. And then I also had to get some vitamins. I had to re-up on my vitamins. My vitamins usually last me like 30 days. So that's because the amount that I buy. You're supposed to take 2 vitamins a day. So technically it's a 2-week amount. But I did end up having to buy a 30-day supply. So I bought 2 jars of Ollie vitamins. If you have any questions regarding Ollie vitamins, I love Ollie vitamins. I feel like for me, it's what helped me to stay as healthy as possible during the time when COVID first started, because I didn't get COVID for 2 years. The time that I actually did get coronavirus is because I went to a wedding and I was around a lot of people at a wedding and I got COVID. If it wasn't for that, I would have still been on my same regime. I still would have been COVID free. By the way, yes, I am vaccinated. I got both of my shots. I do not have a booster. That's just a side note. But back to the task at hand. So with my daughter's school, initially for the first month of the school year, all parents got free lunch. They told me based off of my salary, I do not qualify for free lunch. Lunch is $3 a meal now. Breakfast is still free, but lunch is $3 a meal. When I was in school, it was $1.50 for lunch. Now it's $3 a meal, and that's $30 a week. I mean, $30 every 2 weeks, excuse me. So I paid $30 plus the $2.60 convenience fee to my daughter's school lunch. I did end up putting gas in both of my cars. Since I'm working from home, I don't drive as much, as well as gas prices have reduced. For my Honda, I use regular unleaded. Gas was $2.99 a gallon for my Honda. And then for my Jaguar, it was a little bit high. It's $3.60 because I had to use premium gas for that vehicle. So I ended up spending a total of $55 on both vehicles. My subscriptions is $26 and what I'm going to have to take out. The reason why my subscriptions has increased is because with BIGO, I had to communicate with my admin, which I don't feel comfortable giving people my regular phone number. So I do have a burner phone, which costs me $10 a month. Otherwise, it would have been the normal $16 that it is this pay period. But that's something that I'm going to have to give up every month on the BIGO app, but I'm definitely going to be getting the money back. So it's just a small investment in my social media journey. My daughter Layla does get payouts, which is what these $2 bills are for. She did get a total of 4 merits. Now I know y'all are probably like, merits are 50 cents each, right? Well, my daughter also got really good grades, which is the reason why I'm making merits $1 each. She has straight A's and she has 1 C on her report card. Now, let me give y'all some backstory on this C right quick because it made your girl upset. So, this is in my daughter's technology class. In her technology class, she has an assignment that she has to do. It's worth 40% of her grade. 40% of the grade. And it's at the beginning of the school year. Like, what? Out the gate, 40% of her grade? And come to find out, half of the grade is based off of presentation. Half of the grade is a written assignment. So, my daughter bombed, unfortunately, the speaking part because of stage fright. She's in the 7th grade. What kid doesn't have stage fright? So because she wasn't able to do well on the speaking part, the teacher ended up giving her a really low grade of a 50. As a parent, I was furious. I was upset because if you look at her other grades, they are all 100s and 95s in that class. It's just this particular assignment got under my skin, all because my daughter unfortunately has stage fright. I understand that's an obstacle. It's a requirement of all the students in the class, but for this particular project to weigh so heavily, and she bombed it, like, what? It made me so angry at the teacher that he would hold that type of assignment with that much weight. 40% of her grade is based off of that particular assignment. So we are working super hard and frivolous to the end of the semester. Hopefully her grade goes up, and then in January she starts completely over. So we are shooting for A's and B's because as of right now, her teacher has just taken my baby's pretty little dreams away of getting straight A's. And I am right along there with her, pissed off at the teacher. And I'm sure y'all are like, what? I know y'all mad with me, but we're going to get through this semester and it's going to be okay. All right? So now that that is out of the way, I want to do a little side note because I want to talk about dental. So within the next 2 weeks, actually next Thursday, my daughter has a dentist appointment, and I know she's going to need a filling because she does have a cavity as well as a cleaning. I don't have it listed on this sheet of paper, but I do have a flex spending account. My flex spending account with my company, it can be used for health insurance, dental insurance, or optical insurance. One of the 3. It can be used for that. And on my flex spending account, which I will insert the picture here, I have $1,000 on my flex spending card. So I figured I'm going to use that money to help my daughter get a filling in her teeth as well as to get her dental cleaning. For the most part, we have solid health. We don't have to get anything extra. My daughter doesn't have any special needs. I don't have any special needs. So that money just sits on that flex spending card, on that, I can't speak right today, on that flex spending card until we have a doctor's appointment. I do just have to pay the regular $40 copay, and that's it. If we need any prescriptions, like if she gets sick, prescriptions, or if I get a cold or something like that, prescriptions, that's it. We really don't have anything that we have to take care of on an annual basis. So we're going to use some of that money to take care of her dental needs this time around. All right, now the fun part, my savings treasure chest and my daughter's saving jars. So the bank that I go to actually has $2 bills. I didn't know that that bank has $2 bills. I thought that it was only particular banking institutions that carry them that are not in my area, but they do. And I learned an actual like history lesson about $2 bills. Some places have $2 bills as good luck, and then some places have them as bad luck. That's actually the reason why it was taken off the mass US market, is because $2 bills are referred to as deuce, and that's representation of the devil, and that stands against the Pledge of Allegiance, because we are one nation under God and not the devil. And also it does mention God on our US currency. So that's why the $2 bills were taken off of the market. It says right there, in God we trust. So, but it's just mass market. They are still produced and made. So I decided to get some $2 bills to go in my daughter's jar, since she already has $2 bills in her jar. So we're gonna add that for her 4 merits that she got. For those of y'all that are new, my daughter gets merits at school when she does something great and a teacher or principal notices it. She can get a merit for participation, helping another student, making good grades, making good decisions, so on and so forth. So she got 4, and because she had great grades, they are $1 each this pay period. Next pay period, they'll go back to 50 cents each. All right, let's open up the treasure chest and let's add our $5 bills. And this is gonna be the last pay period that is gonna be $5 bills in these bags. We're gonna crank it up next month in October. When I do get my BIGO payout, I'm gonna put more money into my savings challenges. All right, so the first bag that we have is house savings. So I am a homeowner, and our house savings has $25. We're gonna add just a basic $5 bill to that to make it $30 for house savings, in case I need anything for my home. Next up is holidays. So as you know, I did take some money out because my future niece-in-law had a birthday, so I did buy her a gift. So it's $20 for holidays. All right. And next up, we have automobile savings. So I did get an oil change on my Honda Accord. So that's why automobile only has $15. But I am going to have to increase this amount because I do have to get my registration done, as well as update my brakes on my Honda Accord, because the registration gets done every December. I get brake pads for free every December. So we're going to add a $5 bill to that to make it $20. And we're going to get that taken care of. My Jaguar, I don't need an oil change, but I am going to need one in the future. So we're going to have to add to that as well. So next up is my savings challenge. Whoop, whoop. So for my savings challenge, we're going to grab this book right here. This is my first time like ever doing a savings challenge, so I'm super excited. So far, I have saved $30. We're going to add $5 to that, which is going to make it $35. All right, so you can get this book as well as these bags off Amazon. I will make sure I link them in the description box, as I always do. And this calculator as well is from Amazon. So currently, as you can see, it's $30 in my $5 savings challenge. And we're just gonna add another 5 to that. Wait a minute. Did I not put a $5 bill in one of these bags? I feel like I forgot to put a $5 bill in here. And my holidays. I think. And then the last bag is for my daughter. So Layla is going to get 20, which I consider taking money out of this because my daughter does need to get braids. I braid my own daughter's hair, and it probably will cost the full $20 for me to get bags of braid hair, edge control, grip glaze, rubber bands, so on and so forth. But this is going to be her Christmas money. So that's the reason why I am not tapping into this. This is my daughter's spending money that she gets to use whenever she wants to. And this is going to be her Christmas money. So we're going to leave that alone. I'm going to dab out of my regular money that's remaining in my paycheck to take care of her hair. All right. So we're going to put the rest of these back in here. In my little treasure chest, and that is going to be my money that I'm going to be saving. Now, my total expenses for this pay period, we can go ahead and tally it up right quick. All right, so I had $707 for the mortgage, $110.12 for my electric bill, $236.46 for my car insurance, $65 for my internet, $61.77 for my cell phone, $65 for my Capital One settlement. I have $30 for my platinum card, $45 for Atmos Energy, $275 for my Jaguar, $145 for groceries, $32.60 for my daughter's lunch, $55 for gas, and $26 for subscriptions. That totals to $1,853.95 that I have had to pay out of this pay period, if y'all can see that. So, thank God I have a full-time job. But that is going to conclude today's video. If you have stuck around this long, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate the love and the support. Please make sure that you like, you comment, you share, you subscribe to my channel. I will also link my social media apps that I'm also on down below so that y'all can check me out on there as well. If you have any questions, concerns, please make sure you hit your girl up. But in the in between, please make sure you wash your hands. Stay safe. Wear your face mask if you need to, because COVID as well as monkeypox is real. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to see y'all in 2 weeks.